My name is Wei Shi. I'm a professor at Miami Business School. Here is my story. So I'm originally from China, and I grew up in China. I moved to the United States for MBA in 2008. So I did my MBA at Tulane University. Afterwards, I did PhD at Rice University in Houston. My research mostly focused studying how top executives make decisions. More specifically, I study how top managers' peers can affect their decision making. So we live in a world that a lot of our decisions can be affected by people around us. And for top executives, the same way. Our understanding of the investor's influence on firm decisions is really not that complete yet. In order to have a complete insight into how could these investors can potentially affect firm decisions, we really need to get into the mechanisms and not just the firm decision that related to investment decisions, but also how could such decisions can potentially affect other stakeholders. And we still don't know much about that. And in the short term, yes, investors can potentially affect firm decisions and can improve firm financial performance. But sometimes such pressure from these investors can lead managers make decisions that short-term oriented or decisions that can hurt other stakeholders. And we found that long-term oriented investors actually they can push firms to engage in corporate misconduct. Well, if we think about long-term investors, right? And they should care about firms' long-term prosperity. They should, some extent, to prevent managers from engaging misconduct. But at the same time, because some investors are long-term oriented, they have the incentives to closely monitor managers, right? If you're a short-term investor, you don't have the incentive. You just buy the company stock, trade the company in and out. You don't have the incentive to go after the manager, make sure they're doing the right thing, or prevent the manager from doing the wrong thing. But long-term investors, they do have the motivation, incentive to do so. They closely monitor managers. Such close monitoring by long-term investors actually can sow the seed of the corporate misconduct because managers realize, well, we have to deliver good performance. Otherwise, these long-term investors will not be happy. They will go after me, and they won't talk to me, and they will put all kinds of pressure on me. So there are a lot we need to understand how these different types of investors can potentially create some unintended negative consequences. And that's what we should, that's the area I believe we need more studies, and the area and the public should know a little bit more about.